one. So, first one we're going to do, we'll get a figure of some sort, like a picture like this. Now, this is very sloppy because I drew it by hand, but hopefully we could use it as an example. There are some questions I could ask here. For example, I could ask...
Nothing on the board.
Oh, that's problematic.
Yeah. Mr. T! Back with another math review.
So, what we're going to do is we could figure out the couple of questions. For example, I could ask, I don't know, give another name
for AEB.
For line
Points AEB.
DE, let's say. So if I say line DE, on the test it will actually draw like a line symbol, DE. So a couple of names that could work. DB. EB.
Line segment. Line segment.
That's it, right?
You could also flip it over. ED.
Line segment.
No, that's not name of. That's not the name of it. BD.
Is that not a line segment?
It's not a line segment. It has arrows.
No, but DE.
It could be a line segment. So I'll show you the difference between the two. And then BE. Watch.
Oh my God.
So give another name for DE. Those are all the names that you could possibly give for DE. If I say, though, give me another name for DE, and it only has the line segment symbol on top. The only answer that works is line segment ED. So you have to put the right symbol. Half point off if you don't. What's up? This is all of them that for that one, yes. No. I'll say either make 2 or 3 or something like that. Okay? All right. Now, if I say something like, give another name for the plane FDE. So the plane, remember, is the flat surface. So FDE is this surface right here, this flat surface. So one answer could be FDB. Very important. There's one combination that doesn't work. So I'm just going to give you like FE or FEB. Though there's a bunch of them, and I could rearrange all the letters. But something that doesn't work is DEB or any combo of the letters. These do not work. The reason they don't work is because they form a straight line, which means even though, yes, that is on the plane, I don't know if the plane's like this or kind of like if you think of it like the spiral of your notebook. Your book could be laying down like this or like this or like this or however you open your notebook. The spiral hasn't moved. So that's why it cannot be a straight line. So it has to not be a straight line. Very important.
Will this review be in chronological order of like learning it?
I'm learning it. It's chronological to your test, which I guess is what matters to you more.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Can also just be like plain D by itself?
No. If I have the little script letter, like let's say T, we could be plain T or something like that. But that's only in the corner, and only a computer. It only looks good in computer. What's up?
What about
F? F is part of my name, so I could use. F is fine. But it's point F because you see a point right here. Versus this one, it just has no letter. And again, computers show it better. Like, I don't like doing it by hand because it gets confusing. Right here. Okay. Okay. So I could ask you planes and stuff like that. FBE is fine.
What about FDE?
FDE, yes. These letters you can rearrange them however you want. And a K also could work too because K is over here. This green K is horrible. All right, now here's the trick though. What if I ask, what's the intersection between line AC and line DB? The answer is point E. Good. Now, what if I ask, what's the intersect of plane AHC and plane DFB?
Where's there an H?
H is right here.
Where's
H?
Up here on the top, on the vertical
plane. Is it line K?
It is.
Wait.
Not just, where's they intersect?
It's EK.
So in this situation, the papers intersect in that whole 2D space. So if you just say point E, you'll be wrong. If you say point K, you'll be wrong. You have to say line EK. Okay?
What was the question?
The question is, where does plane ACH, which is this vertical one, the green one, and then plane DBF, which is the horizontal one, the red one, where do they cross? In this case, they cross at a whole line. So it's not, if it's like my hands here, it's not just one of the knuckles, it's all the knuckles they cross. So in that situation, you have to point at all the knuckles or the line across, which is line EK. That's where you got to be specific about it. Not just E, not just K, line EK or line KE, doesn't matter. They have to overlap over a whole line, okay? Yeah. Okay, next thing.
I missed the whole thing.
That's true.
Oh no, coming with a comeback. Are you gonna fist bump me? Guys, this is all recorded.
No, why do you chew like that?
M.
Yeah, middle.
Oh.
Okay.
Wait, is M a point?
Midpoint.
It's a point in the middle. Yes. All right. So I could ask you, please. I already asked, like, give me different names, but be careful. If I ask you, please give me another name for Ray DM. Another name for Ray DM is not BD for sure. The only other name is Ray DA. That is the only other answer for that one. AD would mean I'm going this way.
Yeah. Oh.
That's the problem. I'm saying.
Yeah. I see.
Oh, is D an M point?
Oh, yeah.
So D to M. So D to M is this direction.
Oh.
So D to A is the same direction. That's okay.
Wait.
But if I say AD, I'm going the other direction. AD would look like this. AD would go like this, which is not correct.
Which is 2 M points, right?
What's up?
That's 2 M points. AD.
AD is
2 M points.
2 endpoints? No, Ray AD would be wrong because he's going the wrong direction.
Right now.
This is a ray because there's a little arrow on top. So you have to make sure you're going the correct direction. All right. If I ask you, give me a name of opposite rays, what could be one answer?
BC.
Go ahead.
MB is MC.
Good. MB
MC.
and MC. Those are opposite rays. Remember, opposite rays go opposite directions, okay?
So MD and MA would be opposite.
MD, MA is also an opposite ray. That's what you say, Pip? No.
Pip.
Okay.
Rudy. MC.
So, name a angle that form a supplementary or linear pair. So a pair of angles that form a linear pair, not pair. So in this situation, I got it. In this situation, I want two angles that form a straight line together. In this situation, this is a straight line. So this angle and this angle form a straight line, or form a straight line together.
What?
So I go to write it. Here's how you write your answer. Angle AMC and angle CMD. If you write DMC or you write CMA, it doesn't matter. That's still the same angle. But those two make a linear pair, a pair that forms a straight line.
What about D? Where's B in the situation?
I don't need B because I was talking about these two.
MC equals CMD. No.
I could say angle AMB and BMD. I could do that one. I could do BMD, DMC. There's a bunch of them. There's 4 pairs. This forms a linear pair or straight line.
Wait, can you show me? Can you draw it like?
Sure. So this is the first angle.
AMC.
And then this is the second angle. And
Oh,
the
wait, it's
two
180.
end points is 180 or a
Okay,
straight
okay.
line. Okay?
Okay, wait, I got that.
Wait.
I'm not moving.
She said, hold up, wait, tell me right.
So now I'll ask you, give me some vertical angles. Or a vertical pair. So if my first one, let's say, was angle AMB, what would be my second angle? CMD.
Wait, so it's vertical is just like opposite, basically.
Perfectly opposite. AKA, like, this is the opposite of that, and this is the opposite of that. They have to be perfectly opposite, okay?
Would a linear pair also be AMB and DMB?
AMB and DMB would work.
Okay. So when's the situation where you get
Pretty much in this case. No, it's not always going to be the letter M, but whatever.
Yeah, whatever the middle is.
Yeah, whatever in the middle. This is going to be in the middle. Okay.
Okay. So for the vertical angles, it would be like this, and then.
Yes.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah. You could technically also do it this way and this way. Like top and bottom.
Like this?
I'm going over the
Wait,
test.
what does it say? Vertical angles?
The test. I look at the test right here and I go over the questions. So these questions are literally on your test.
Like you go over the literal questions?
Not be literal.
Different numbers,
What
but
it's gonna be like.
the concept of the.
Wait. Okay, but also like I'm saying like after.
Oh yeah, sure. And then we have tomorrow for review also.
Wait, vertical angles is when it's like that side is like.
This is a pair of vertical angles. So here's one pair where they have both sides are opposite race.
And the
It
same
could be
thing.
BMD and
Do they have to be
Yep.
the same thing? Like the same like length?
They will always be congruent. If they're vertical, they're congruent by fact. Okay? All right. Next part. Find the midpoint and the distance of these 2 points. Let's do 2, 6. Let's do, I don't know, the distance. Let's do 8, -2. Midpoint. I'll write the whole thing. Why not? I know how to do it. Okay. To find the midpoint, the formula, I am not giving you the formula on the test. The formula is that the x value is x1 plus x2 divided by 2, aka the average of the two x values. And the y value is y1 plus y2 over 2, which is the average of the y values.
So we can use a calculator.
You have a calculator on the test. Then otherwise stated, you have a calculator.
This is how you find the midpoint.
Yeah. So 2 plus 8 divided by 2, or 5. And then 6 and -2 plus -2 over 2. So that's 4. 4 divided by 2 is 2.
So 5, 2 is the midpoint.
5, 2 is the midpoint. Remember, it's a point, so you should have an x and y value. Well, distance is just a value, so you should get one number then. Now, distance,
Where do you get 8 from? And 6.
these numbers.
Hold it out.
I put it on the right side. On the right side. The question I gave you. So the distance formula, the equation is, again, more complicated it is, but it's,
x1 minus.
we usually say x2 minus x1,
Oh.
aka the distance between 2 and 1 squared.
Wait, it's not. I thought it was x1 minus x2.
Yeah, same.
Did I give it to you as x1 minus
Is it
x2?
not the same thing?
It is the same thing, but I'll just let me be consistent with my past self.
Midpoint x1 minus x2.
No, midpoint's plus, while distance is the minus inside. Remember, we're talking about the distance, so we just subtract the 2. So y1 minus y2
Squared
squared.
plus.
So I'll plug that all in. That's a horrible 2 over there.
Wait, so no matter what, it's always going to be subtracted.
It's subtraction in this one. Distance is subtraction because the distance between two things is how far you are, how far I am, and then the difference in between. So then it's going to be x1, 2, minus x2, 8, squared, plus y1, 6, minus y2, which is a -2, all that squared. 2 minus 8 is -6, squared. 6 plus 2, because double negative, is 8 squared. Doesn't matter either way what negative or positive you get, because since it's squares, it's going to be 36 plus 64. 36 plus 64 is a nice 100, which the square root of 100 is a clean square root, so make sure you write it down. It's 10. Am I?
You say am I?
I might. Yeah.
Do we need to, it's like a random number. Do we need to,
No, if it's not a clean square root, you don't have to reduce it. All right, moving on to the next thing.
oh god.
Yeah, please stop talking.
That's line segment.
It is a line segment. 5, 12. What is AC? Hey, it's just 17 because you just added two pieces. Plus 5, 12.
What's AB?
It shows you it's 5 in the
Yeah, but you
case.
never know. So it's not one kid.
What do you mean?
Are you the one kid on the? Are you the
No,
one kid?
I was asking you guys what's AB.
She's testing you guys.
Yeah, I know what AB is.
That is not your job, mate.
Oh, and that equals, what does it equal?
I know.
20. Well, that doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense.
It's
That doesn't make sense.
No, that structurally doesn't make sense.
Yes, it actually doesn't make sense.
15.
Yeah, go.
15.
Yeah, go.
Oh, it's D.
I know it.
What is D?
Pass it?
Let's say it out loud.
4.
It is 4.
How
Because-
did you get that? Because you subtracted 14 and 10?
Yes.
Good guess.
4.
Wait, do you always subtract? Oh, no.
Not necessarily. It depends on how I give you the information is how you get it out.
What is AC and this is what is B?
Yeah, so this one. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that makes sense a little bit.
Yeah.
So if you add it or subtract it?
So this part, I have two pieces that together make the big line AC. So I must add them together because I'm looking for AC. While this one, I'm missing DE. I don't have DE. But I know the whole thing, and I take out the little piece right here. I take out the little piece right here. If I take that out, I know what left over must make it a 4. Because 4 plus 10 would give me 14.
Wait,
So depending how I give it to you is how you got to do the math.
is that
One question at a time.
are you gonna?
No, for real. Because that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, wait, no, that my question didn't make sense.
No, yes.
That'd be funny.
I can't hear you. I know how my test looks like. I'm just going to give questions based on that.
Never know. No, that's not live. Study the questions, Jack.
28. Let's do 2x. And let's call this. I know what to do. Yeah. Okay. So for this situation, I might let me put ABC here. For this situation, I might ask you what is X, give me what is AB, and give me what is BC. So notice I'm asking you for 3 things in this question. So first thing, the best thing to do is figure out what the variable X is. So the variable X is set up like this. These 2 pieces of line add up to the big thing. So we're going to do 2x plus 3x minus 2 equals 28. Because the 2 pieces of the line should add up to the whole line. So a little bit of algebra. 5x minus 2 equals 28. 5x equals 30. X equals 6. So I found that x equals 6. But I'm not finished. Because I need to find what AB is. And BC. So AB, I just take the equation for AB and plug in the x that I found. So 2 times 6 is 12. So that's 12. And then over here, I'm going to take this 6 that I found and plug it into the other one for BC.
Oh, so then it would be
3 times 6 minus 2. So 18 minus 2, 16. Now, if you ever need to check your work, wait a second. 12 plus 16, what does that equal?
30.
No, 28.
Oh.
Oh my god.
So the answer should equal back to the thing. If your answers don't add up to the original situation, you know you made a mistake somewhere. Okay? Whether it's set up or you did math wrong, you know you made a mistake somewhere. So it should add up to the original question. Yeah, you plug it back in. Yeah. You will, and I'll talk about exactly what you need to know for shapes.
Do you have a cat? I feel like you'd so have a cat.
I would have a cat over a dog, but I don't have either.
The banoche root, I'm in there like Sukota. Bro, they were on my shoulders. The banoche root. I really wish I would get that.
Okay. Shh. Now, in this situation, I would say something along the lines that angle BC is a bisector. Not angle, I'm sorry. Ray BC is a bisector of angle ABD. Okay? I would just give you that. And then from there, you need to give me X. You need to give me ABC, angle ABC.
Would you ask for those like specific?
Yes.
Okay.
CBD. I have like a little space just like this to put your answer. Okay? Okay. So, the only thing I told you though, I didn't tell you the total in this case. I just told you it's a bisector. Remember, when something bisects, it cuts it in. If it's a half, that means the two pieces are the equal or the same or congruent. So that means I'm going to set the math equal to each other. 3x plus 4 equals 2x plus 10.
So if I see the word bisector, I'm supposed to make it equal.
Yeah, that's a big hint that you're going to make it equal. So minus 2x, minus 2x, minus 4, minus 4. X ends up equaling 6. Unintentionally, x equals 6. I just made it up.
Okay, wait. Now I got it.
So, hey, if I know x equals 6, I could plug it in for the rest. 3 times 6 plus 4. 18 plus 4 is 22. So that's 22. Plug it in here. 2 times 6 plus 10. 12 plus 10 is 22. Remember, the concept is they should be equal. So this scenario, if these two are not equal in the scenario, when you plug it in, you must have made a mistake, either setup or whatever. Okay?
Wait. Okay, so when it says the equal sign, you subtract the smaller x.
I always move the smaller x. In this case, 2 small.
The only way when you would add the two thingies together is when you would give us the angle.
I have to give you something like the total line or the total angle. So it's kind of like, just go back one. It's like this. I gave you the total line is 28. If I wanted to give you one where you have to add them to, I would just have to tell you this is like 100 or something like that. Okay? All right. Let's try another one.
Oh, wait. We know what the angle is on this one, right?
I will have this little box, so it gives you a fact.
So now we know what it equals.
Well, yeah. So, but I want to point out how I give you the information. That's fine. Let's just say something like this to make it quick. Okay, and I would just ask you, please give me what x is. Now, you notice I did not write the words or wrote anything that said they're equal to each other. I didn't write any bisector. I didn't say what the total angle is. But from the picture, and particularly the red square here, you should know that that angle forms a what kind of degree?
90 degree.
90 degree right angle, which means I know it's 2x plus 3x equals 90. 5x equals 90. X equals 18.
Oh my God, that's easy.
So you have to visually be able to tell what it equals sometimes. If it looked like this, what does it equal? It looks like a straight line, so it should equal 180, okay? So you have to figure out what I'm asking in this situation. Okay.
So when it's not like
There's always just enough information to solve it. I never give you more than you need. So in this situation on the left,
And so no problem with like an obtuse or acute angle.
unless I tell you exactly what the angle is, you can't do it. Yeah. I give you just enough information. But that information could be hidden by the red square here, which is a right angle. It could be hidden by the word bisector, which told you they'd be equal to each other. Or I have to tell you straight up, like it's 28. But there's always enough information to solve it. But you just got to know how to read the information. All right. Angle A and angle B are complementary.
What does that mean?
Ooh, complementary means it equals 90 degrees. And then let's say angle B and angle C are supplementary.
180.
That, I should know that word means 180. If I tell you angle C equals 121 degrees, please give me angle B, and please give me angle A.
59.
So,
Oh, wait, what?
first one, I know angle C and angle B together equal 180. So I know B plus 121 should equal 180, which means I subtract 121 on both sides. B equals 59.
59? I said that.
I know. I just want to make sure everyone knows.
A has to equal that we already know what B is.
So now I just found out what B was. So now I need to figure out what A is. So I know A plus 59 equals 90. You need to know the word complementary. It's just going to say complementary. It's not going to say 90 degrees. So you need to know complementary is 90 and supplementary adds up to 180.
I know that's probably like a stupid question, but like, what if C was like 89 and B?
Then it would be impossible.
It would be impossible.
Yeah, yeah.
Where are you getting
Because then
one-
B would be bigger than 90, which is impossible to add to.
Wait, that's
Where are you getting 121 from?
121? I had to give you that. This is given. The black is given.
Is that going to be one question?
Black is what would be written
Wouldn't
on the
black
test.
be 90 if A and B are 90 and B and C, which is the entire line, is 180. Wouldn't just be 90 minus 180?
No, C could be anything. It could be 120 and 60. It could be 179 and 1.
Wait, listen. Straight line.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you know B and C equals 180. B and C are two endpoints of that line.
Yes.
A is straight up, which is not.
No, I never said it was straight up. You're assuming a straight up. It could look like this.
Don't assume it's 20.
It could look like this. It could look like just this. There's a lot of ways it could look.
Is it 90?
What's up?
90, is that not straight?
That is, but the both angles together add up to 90. Not one of the angles is 90.
Yo, I can make a 90.
So B plus A equals 90, not just B equals 90.
Wait.
Yeah.
In this case, B is basically
Mhm.
the vertex.
B is a.
It's kind of like the middle, right?
It's a connected. Well, we call it transitive when we learn about proofs next chapter. Okay.
It's adding.
It is the key. It is the key that connects them
Yeah.
both. But it doesn't have a name like that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Shh. Very important. No. Very important. This is the polygon section. The polygons we got cut off yesterday, so let me talk a little bit about the things you need to know about polygons
Equilateral.
or whatever.
You know what he means.
So there are 3 words you need to know:
All these polygons be throwing me off.
equiangular,
What?
Now these polygons don't make sense to me. Equilateral.
equilateral,
This is all that's equal like it today.
And then regular.
and then a regular polygon.
It does.
Okay,
Well, people are going to run. I can't.
so this is the 3 words you need to know for this section. Here's the key part. Equilateral means all sides are equal.
Wait, why are you writing
Oh,
that
equiangular. Yeah, you're right. I did say equilateral. So all sides are equal. Equiangular is all angles are equal. And regular is both sides and angles are equal.
Okay.
So it's both equilateral. Sure, I'll show you how an example question will look like. I know, and I'm trying to go over it right now. So
Stop.
We have 2 minutes. Oh my god.
please. So first off, let's say I had this.
Wait.
What shape is this, by the way?
A
A rectangle. Thank you. Now, let me talk a little bit about it. This shape, I would ask you, is it equiangular, equilateral, or regular? In this sense, while the angles are all equal to each other, in this case 90, 90, 90, so it's equiangular. But the sides,
Not equal.
they're not all equal to each other. The opposites are equal, and this opposite are equal, but all 4 sides have to be equal.
So wait, so it's equiangular.
Yes. So in this case, a square would be a regular shape. So this is equilateral, or equiangular, yes.
Yeah, told you. Because sides are the same. Yeah, the angles are. Equiangular is the angle.
Equiangular, yes. One more thing. If I say this is a regular polygon of some sort, regular polygon. So I give you some shape like this, triangle. And let's say this is 2x is equilateral.
It's both.
Yeah, it's both.
It's regular.
Yes.
Wait, what's the word? Do we have to know the thing where, like, if it's pointed inward?
No, you don't need to know that. This one you would set equal to each other. Because they're regular, all the sides are equal. So you set equal to each other. Yeah, what's up?
Wait, why are you adding like an equation?
Because then you solve the x.
You solve the x and that's it?
Yeah.
And then you say equal.
Or I might ask you for the side also, which you just plug in x afterwards.
I was out most of the days.
Yes.
Only on a test we're chilling.
I'll be here every day. Yeah. You get a review packet before? No, thank you.
What if it's like, what about this? Would this be neither?
This 50, 50, 80? That's neither. Yes.
Right, so what would that be called?
Neither, or none.
NA?
Yeah. But I'll give you a hint. None of them are neither at that test, okay? Yeah.
So this also neither? They don't equal each other? Or they
Let me just stop the recording.